He didn't hand me the crown. I pulled it from the furnace with bleeding palms. Molten iron still hissing as I crushed it to fit my own damned head. This ain't royalty, it's retribution shaped like a crown. You think power walks in silence, it stops. It echoes down alleys where men whisper my name and wives pray I never pass by. Not because I bring death, but because I make the living kneel. There's no velvet in my throne, only rusted bolts, stained leather and bones beneath the wood. Every choice I made cost someone their smile, sometimes mine. The cold ain't in the weather, it's in how I decide. No mercy, no second thoughts. I buried my softness in a whiskey bottle and fed it to the fire. I've been judged by saints, but only devils understood me. They salute when I end and tip their glasses with eyes that know I'm the kind of man who burned his way through chains and silence and still didn't flinch when the smoke wrote my story. Every order I give carries the weight of nights I didn't sleep. You think it's glory, it's grief in a sharp pursuit, discipline dressed like arrogance, pain shaved clean. There's no love in my crown, only names I had to forget to keep marching. Only ghosts that march beside me, drumming on the inside of my skull to remind me you chose this, you chose to rule. And I did, and I do, 'cause if I don't wear the crown, someone weaker will, and the streets will pay the price. So I keep it on. Even when it sears, even when it weighs like guilt, hammered in iron. Let them look, let them judge, let them fear. I don't march for admiration, I march for the fire inside me. Can't sit still in this crown. This godless, loveless, brutal crown stays on my head, 'cause no one else can survive it. The room don't speak, but it knows. Four walls thick with secrets that stick to the glass like fingerprints on memory. I pour the whiskey like a ritual, slow, steady, like I'm baptized in the silence. A toast to all the things I never said and all the people who left before I could say stay. This ain't a dream, it's a mirror in amber. It shows me what I lost to build the man they see now, the one they follow but never touch. I light a match, not for war, just to watch something burn that isn't me for once. No music plays, but the quiet hums with names, some buried, some still bleeding. You ever talk to a chair across from you? Pretend someone's still there, still listening, still worth the truth. I have. The silence don't answer, but it knows my voice. It's heard me crack, heard me whisper, I'm still here, just to check if I believe it. See, marching ain't just steps, it's carrying the weight of every empty seat at the table, every brother who took a bullet meant for a ghost, every woman who waited until the weight killed her. They see the hat, the coat, the spine that don't bend. They don't see the hours I sit here alone, wearing the cost like a second skin. One drink becomes two, not to forget, hell no, I remember better with whiskey. The taste pulls back the curtain on everything I buried, to keep walking. I don't cry, not because I'm strong, but because I cried it all out in the years they don't ask about. So I raise the glass to the ones who left, the ones who stayed silent, and the version of me that almost broke. Then I drink and I listen, and the silence, it drinks too.
They see the hat first, low brim, tilted just enough to keep the truth in shadow. Not a fashion, not a statement, a warning. When I put it on, I'm not a man anymore. I'm the myth they made. From fear, from smoke, from blood in alleyways that never made the news. They whisper about me in back rooms with bad lighting. Say I walk like I own the ground, say the night bends around me. But the truth is simpler, the hat walks in first. I just follow its way. It's the last thing you see before you lower your eyes. It's the first thing they describe when they find the body. And yet I wasn't always like this. There was a time I walked bareheaded, looking people in the eye, with nothing between us but hope. Hope don't last in this game, but shadows do. You learn to wear something that makes makes you untouchable, not just to fists or bullets, to memory, to regret. The hat keeps the light off my face, so they can't see the wall behind my eyes, so they don't ask questions about the nights I wish I died before becoming what I had to become. I don't wear it for pride, I wear it for distance, to mark the border between who I am and who I had to be. Every stitch on that brim was sewn with silence. Every shadow it cast hides a name I lost or a secret I buried deeper than any grave. Sometimes I take it off alone in front of the mirror, just to see if I'm still under there. But even then, the shadow stays. It's not the man they fear, it's what he turned into. It's the echo of boots on tile and the click of a lighter in a room that stops breathing. So I keep the hat on, not for them, for me, to remind myself that I chose this mask so I'd never have to show the face beneath it ever again. Because in this city, legends live longer than men, and shadows last even after the man is gone.
I don't walk, I grind the earth beneath me. Each step a sentence, each pause a threat. My boots don't beg, they speak in thunder, and the ground listens. You ever seen a man move like he's chasing nothing, but everything runs from him anyway? That's me, not because I want the fight, but because the fight keeps finding me, and I don't know how to flinch. I was forged in alleys, in the clench of jaws that held back screams, where silence taught me more than any man ever dared to say. Where pain sharpened my spine and shame burned clean. These boots, scuffed by truth, polished by pride, caked in the dust of every door I kicked open without permission, without apology. Don't ask me why I keep marching. Ask the world why it keeps trying to stop me. Ask the chains why they thought they could hold a man who bit through steel just to spit blood and keep going. I ain't here to be liked, I ain't here to explain. I'm here 'cause someone has to be the wall that doesn't move when the whole goddamn city leans on it. You want poetry? Read my footprints. They spell out every name that tried to make me kneel. You want mercy? Don't look at me. Look up, 'cause if I'm the one standing in your way, then you've already run out of grace. There's rage in me I've never uncaged, but you'll see it in the way I walk away from betrayal. When my hands clean and my heart darker. These boots don't carry regret, only resolve, only weight, only the memory of men who thought I'd break. I don't stop because stopping means explaining, and I don't know this world a damn thing except my back turned and my march unbroken. Let the wind blow, let the vultures circle, let the streets whisper. My boots don't beg, they lead. And if you can't keep up, get out of my shadow.
You see the smile first, warm maybe, inviting even, but look close, there's metal behind it, slow burning steel that don't crack, don't melt. I learned young, a man who shouts gets shot, but a man who smiles while loading the chamber, he gets remembered. There's iron in my grin, refined through years of swallowing the fire, until it stopped burning and started shaping me. Every tooth a quiet blade, every glance a calculation. I laugh easy, but never for free. And when I flash that smile, it's not for friendship, it's a warning in disguise, a blade wrapped in velvet. People think charm is softness, but charm, real charm, it's forged in silence, in rooms where deals are made, with one raised brow and a single nod that seals a fate. I don't threaten, I imply, I don't shout, I sip slow, lean forward, and let the room feel the chill that comes before a storm. My enemies smile too, but there's a crack when the room stops laughing. Mine, it stays, 'cause it was never meant for joy, it was built for control. The suit, the voice, the posture, their armor, but the smile, that's the dagger, that's the truth they don't see until it's too close to pull away. There's a furnace inside me that doesn't need flames anymore. Just breath, just pressure, just the right moment to let the iron rise. I've walked into rooms full of wolves and walked out with their teeth in my pocket. Not by shouting, not by force, by smiling, like I already knew how it would end. So when you see me grin beneath the brim, laugh low over the rim of my glass, don't mistake it for peace. It's presence, it's precision. And if you feel the chill when I show my teeth, you're right too, because behind every smile is a decision already made.
paper, when blood still stains better. Oaths cut cleaner when they're whispered over broken glass and cheap cigars. I've shaken hands with devils in suits, drank with ghosts who never blink. We don't say much, we just nod, light up and breathe smoke like it's true. Too dangerous to speak. The deals I've made don't live in ink. They live in silence, in the look across the table that says I'll bleed for you, but only once. We don't toast to honor, toast to silence, to scars that no one questions, to the price paid for loyalty that comes without conditions and leaves the same way. Cigar smoke curls like memory, filling the room with things we agreed to forget. I watch it rise. Somewhere in it I see the face of a friend who pulled the trigger so I didn't have to. There's no right or wrong here, only time and only who walks out and who stays lying. And most nights I don't even know which one I deserve. We live by rules we never wrote. But we enforce them like gospel, not because we believe, because belief is for the weak. We act because hesitation kills quicker than bullets. My name's been written on ledgers that burn. My sins are folded into cigars rolled by men who never ask for names. And when I light them, I taste the deals I can't undo, the faces I can't unsee, the part of me that never wanted mercy in the first place. You think loyalty's clean, it's not. It's soaked in compromise and late night knocks and phone calls with no good ending. It's brothers with dirt under their nails and no heaven to look up to. So we make our promises like soldiers in a trench, not to win, but to not die alone. And in the end, when the smoke clears, the only thing left is what you kept quiet while the world burned.
They think I'll forget, but I remember everything. Not in pictures and weight, the way certain flaws hold more sorrow than they should. The way the boards creak, like the whisper in my name. Some men write journals, I leave footprints. Not the kind that fade, the kind that settle, that bend the air long after I've gone. This floor, it knows more than any priest. It heard the arguments, the deals, the weeping I buried under clenched fists and dry eyes. It remembers the night I stood for hours, too proud to fall, too broken to walk. And still, it held me. The tile in the back room still smells like blood and whiskey. Not from violence, from memory, from promises I made while the city outside slept and the silence inside begged for a voice. I've walked these halls as a king, as a killer, as a man trying not to be either. Every step carved a line into the world I can't escape. Every floorboard I cross groans like it's carrying my regrets. So I don't have to, I don't speak to mirrors, and I speak to the floor. It listens without judgment, just absorbs, just echoes. Sometimes I pace just to prove I'm still alive, just to hear the rhythm of bones that haven't given up yet, just to remind myself that marching isn't always war. Sometimes it's survival in slow motion. And when the night is long and the boots come off and the mask lies folded on the chair, the floor still knows me, knows my weight, knows the shape of a man who won't kneel but might collapse. If the silence gets too loud, they'll forget my name, but the floor won't. It'll hum the tune of my stride long after I'm gone. Because men fade, but footsteps stay. I walked into the dark, not to escape the light, but to find out if anything in me could still shine. There he was, not in a mirror, not in a dream, in a chair, leaning back, hello, waiting. The devil didn't speak, he didn't have to. He looked at me the way men look at fire, with awe and caution. He tipped his cap like an equal, like a man who's seen too much and still stands. And in that second I knew I didn't survive hell. I became something it respects. spend enough time doing what must be done, and eventually you stop asking if it's right. You just ask, did it work? They called me ruthless, they weren't wrong. They called me cold, but ice doesn't crack when fire screams at home. I didn't build my name to be loved, I built it so the world would think twice before crossing me. There's a line in every man where mercy ends. I passed it years ago, and I don't regret it, because regret is a luxury for those who had choices. Me, I had debt, I had silence, I had brothers to bury and sins to wear like cufflinks. The devil saw this all the way behind my eyes, saw the calm in my violence, and he knew this man don't serve anyone, not heaven, not hell, not even himself. So he tipped his cap and I nodded back, not out of pride, out of understanding. He walks his path, I walk mine, both paved in ash, lined with names, silent to the world, but deafening to us. And if one day we meet again in smoke and fire, in some room full of knives and silence, we'll both know neither of us begged. Neither of us broke. And neither of us ever walked away from what we became. I don't walk, I ride, with the weight of stones behind me in a stillness that makes grown men reconsider everything they ever stood for. War ain't always bullets, sometimes it's footsteps measured, deliberate, louder than thunder, because they mean something. Every step I take is a sentence, a verdict, a legacy carved in motion. Head high, not out of arrogance, but because the world tried to make me bow, and I refuse. They call me too cold, too cruel. They never called me soft, never called me broken, 'cause I kept marching while the sky cracked, while the ground bled, while silence tried to choke me into something lesser. They watched me come and cleared the path, not because I asked, but because they felt it. The weight, the heat, the iron behind the eyes that don't blink when others beg. I've lost count of the enemies I passed, who now speak my name with respect they'll never admit, of the allies who followed not out of love, but because they knew I wouldn't flinch, marching not to reach a place, but to prove I exist. Louder than doubt, taller than fear. Boots crack, coat heavy, heart wrapped in steel wire, but still I move like a ritual carved in bone, like the sound of justice coming late, but coming hard. This war walk ain't for show, it's for survival, for honor, for every buried brother who didn't get to make noise. I'll walk for them, for me, for every time I was told to sit down, stay quiet, be less. No. Like war, head high, eyes forward, voice low but unshaken. And when I pass, the dust don't settle, it rises, 'cause even the ground knows something unstoppable. Just walk through. I don't leave trails, I leave tremors, not in the ground, in people, in rooms that stay quiet a little longer after I'm gone. The dust rises where I pass, not because I move fast, but because I move with weight. My name's not carved in stone, but it's etched in memory like smoke on old wood. They won't say it out loud, but they'll think it when the wind shifts. I never needed statues, just silence, the kind that follows a storm or walks in with a man who doesn't smile unless he means it. This life, it burned pieces of me I'll never get back, but it forged others that never would have lived without the fire. I don't regret who I became, I regret how long I had to bleed to get here. Still I kept walking, not because I had a destination, but because I couldn't stay still and survive. They watched me pass from alleys, from shadows, from behind glass. Some with hate, some with envy, most with the kind of respect they never say to your face. But the ground remembers, the walls remember, and the dust, it dances in the air like a ghost that refuses to rest. I never asked for followers, only silence and space to move. But men followed anyway, 'cause something about a soul that doesn't flinch draws in the one still trying to stand. This ain't redemption, I didn't come to be saved. But maybe in the dust I leave, someone will breathe it in and stand a little taller. Maybe my war walk taught someone how to move without apology, how to wear scars like iron on the skin. So let the dust rise, let it cloud the sun and settle in places I'll never see. 'Cause even if I vanish, what I carried, what I crushed, what I endured still lies in the air. And that's enough.